Alright, hey everyone, this is Instructor George from TeachThis.com. One of my co-workers, Danny, already did the fundamentals for the electric guitar. He did it in 3 separate videos. And for those of you who don't have an electric guitar or who choose to take a different route, I will be doing the fundamentals of all the acoustics, big country guitars, as other people do the best. Now, some acoustics have what we call cutoffs, where this area is open like it usually is on a electric guitar. That way it's easier to get up here and solo. Now, for the acoustic, most of the time you need to worry about it because the strings are a lot tougher to bend. Unless you've got those really bendy strings that you can get for acoustics. I don't even remember what they're called. Or it's you're playing in a lower tuning, it'll be easier. But we usually don't bend on acoustic. If we do bends, we do little ones like a basically things like that. Now, the difference between acoustic and electric is obviously the size. Acoustics are normally bigger. I've never really seen a giant electric guitar, but show me one. Made out of wood. It's all wood, except for the strings, the little things to separate the frets, the pegs to keep the strings down. And what's different on this acoustic than this acoustic and a few other acoustics is all you have to do is pop these little pegs out here at the bottom, and you can change the strings. So you pop it out, put a string in, put it back in, and then just bring it up here and tune it. Now, I'm not sure if Danny went over the essences of tuning in standard, but when you go to string your guitar, make sure that they're all going in one direction based on the side. Like for the, like say this one. Alright, let's see if I can get this close enough for you guys to see. Now, the string will come up and then come in, and here it wraps around like this. All the ones on this side do that. Now, these sides, they do the exact opposite. Reason for that is because if you were to do it on accidentally, going the other way, like for this side, if one of the strings, instead of going this way, do it that way, it's going to change the tone on it. And it's not going to be really noticeable, but the better your hearing is, the more likely you are to hear it. Also, it's going to be really difficult tuning, because using an automatic tuner, like a chromatic tuner, like for doing it by ear, it's going to bug the crap out of you. So, it's best just to do it in all in one direction. Now, there are different styles that can be played with the acoustic, like country, biggest one, but you can do a little bit of soft rock. I know a lot of heavy metal bands use them for intros, so you need some. Like Metallica used it for one, and then for before that, Fade to Black. And they all play acoustics in the beginning for that one. Even Kirk Hammett's part, yeah, even that part he was doing that. He did that on an electric acoustic. Nothing Else Matters did it, and I'm playing a lot of Metallica because that's one of my favorite bands. Now, other bands that have done it, I don't really listen to a lot. A lot of different bands that use acoustics in the beginning, because Metallica was one of the first ones I did. But Metallica, they've always done that. Now you can also play a little bit of pop. I wouldn't recommend it because I don't like pop music. But when you're doing songwriting, whatever comes to you, and that's what you gotta flow with. So, like, say you want to write, I don't know, something that's catchy. This is like and bright. So let's see. keep on using metal strumming because I like a lot of the gallops, like the. I like that, so I use it in the. I think it makes it sound right. Now, chords are extremely important, and knowing how the notes work together on the guitar is extremely important. Now, for the most common chord, and if you go around your school and you strum one chord or 3 chords and it's not a song, we are going to hunt you down and make sure you learn at least one more chord, or we're going to break your guitar. Because we had a kid at our, we called Johnny One Chord. All he did, walk around school just doing that. It pissed us off so much. Alright? Now, that is a G. Most common chord. Everyone knows what the G chord is. As a G2, it's the same thing as a silly G chord. Now, in order for you to do a G, make sure again you are implementing. If you don't know how to hold the guitar, refer back to our first video. All right, thumb, fingers, not hard. Now, your middle finger or your ring finger can go on the G. Now, if you want your ring finger to go on, usually it's because you'll be doing it's more comfortable for you, or you'll be doing different chord progressions. Okay, depends on the chords you're going to be playing afterwards. Normally people do it with the middle finger, and then later on, if they're going to be doing a different chord progression, they'll be like, okay, I can do it like this. Because right after G, you transition right into C, and then G, C, D. Looks hard as hell, but it is not. It's just how hard you're pressing down. And make sure you got to have the finger strength for it too. Also, so 3rd fret, the low E string. 2nd fret of the A string, which will be number 5, so the 3rd fret on the 6th string, the 2nd fret on the 5th string, and then all the way over here on the first string, you're gonna hit E. You're gonna hit the 3rd string, and then you're just gonna go right down, like right. That's a G. That's all it is. That's all there is to it. You know, if you want to, you can take and do the same thing with your 1st and 2nd fingers, with your 1st finger and your middle finger. And for your ring finger, you'll take it and place it on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, which is a B, and then you'll just put your pinky right over here on the 3rd fret of the E string or the 1st string. It's called, and you just do that. Gives it a bit of a brighter sound. Now, a couple of you might be asking right now the difference between notes and whatnot, and so I'm going to go ahead and list out all the notes, and then know that all notes have a sharp and a flat. You can go high, which is sharp, or flat, which is low. All these notes have it. Okay, so there's A, B, C, D, E, F, G. That's it. Then it repeats. So we can go A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I can do that all day. Just gotta know where they are. You know. Because if you know the string names, the names of the strings, you'll always be able to find your notes. E, A, B, G, D, E. Recite it religiously. That's your homework. Alright, and since I'm going to go ahead and try and break this into a couple of videos, a couple of segments, I'm going to go ahead and end here, and we'll pick it up in lesson and part 2 of the fundamentals of the acoustic. Thank you. This has been George, Instructor George from TeachThis.com. Keep practicing.